This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Second and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Cameron Pinches.
Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. They take the point.
Play action now. Prescott. And Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams' 12.
Prescott to throw it. Finds Pickens out right. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Our game here, part of John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A remembrance that the NFL created a few years back to celebrate the connection between John Madden and Thanksgiving football. And, of course, Charles and I and all of us here at EA Sports hope you had a wonderful day on Thursday and you're settling in for some good football here this weekend. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Third and long.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott now from the 50. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Williams going to get it again on second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, LA! Devontae Adams, 60 yards. And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 12. 2:08 on the clock. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. This is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
It's a loss of 1.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.